creatures of all kind, and welcome to Wimplash, the horror movie podcast where each week two seasoned genre fanatics introduce their yellow-bellied best friend to the wonderful world of horror. I am one of said horror movie fanatics. My name is Zach, and with me, as ever, I am joined by the snake-cocked demon that your priests have been worried about, horror movie fanatic, John Grizzly.
I am Pazuzu.
That's good, because the best part about doing this at the top of the episode, it's a psychological effort for new listeners to hear a name and then a voice, and then you just put another voice on, so they're not going to...
That's what I do best. Yeah, that's what I do best. Another voice to confuse the listeners.
Fuck them. And the other voice you've just heard giggling away in the background is the little Swiss man who won't check my attic for rats. It's our little horror movie wimp, Willy Webborn.
Hello, I am Willy, and was he German? Or was he definitely Swiss?
Carl is Swiss. He makes it very clear to Burke that he's Swiss.
He insists on being Swiss. He's Swiss-istant.
He is Swiss-istant. Before we introduce the new listeners to the themes of the show, though, old listeners may notice that Willy Webborn's microphone sounds a lot better today, and I would just like to offer the floor to you, Willy Webborn, to explain to the new listeners exactly why that is.
I'm new to this. I have bought my first ever microphone, and for, is it the past 5 episodes that we started with? I have had the direction of the mic facing the wall in front of me instead of my mouth, so it's only been picking up the wall in front of me, and now it sounds... I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, we got there. We figured it out in the end, and it sounds fucking brilliant.
I'm scared now because I can hear my own voice. I preferred it before.
Under 10 episodes, though. That's not bad.
Yeah, we're winning.
We're doing all right.
This is true. Think what we can do in 20.
Oh, I was thinking in 20 episodes, maybe we should do mine in 20 episodes. Every 20 episodes gets to be my choice.
That's not a bad idea. Should we do that?
Yeah, I would say we floated that to you before, but you poo-pooed it down.
Yeah, no, I think 20 episodes, I get to pick a film, and we're just going to watch that.
Is this to scare us, or what are we going for here?
Offend you.
Oh, God.
No.
But let's tarry no further. Grizzly, if you will, just give us a quick summation of what we're here to do. Is that a word, summation?
Oh, yes, it is. It's an ancient Sumerian word for summation.
All right, well, give us a summation of what we're here to do on the Wimplash podcast.
The summated summary of what we summate to do here
Tension.
on this summit, fuck you. Myself and Mr. Zach over here, we take it in turns, almost, and let the Wheel of Doom pick what film we're going to watch each week from a pre-selected list of expert choices that Mr. Willy Webborn is going to be scared of, and we'll get his reaction to these things, and then we discuss the film and talk complete bollocks at the same time. I really should point out, as this is a horror podcast, there will be adult themes and uncomfortable things talked about, so if you're a bit squeamish, maybe turn us off, or turn us down, or look at a picture of a cat while you're listening.
And always, spoilers.
And kick your kids out of the room because they don't want to hear this.
Don't kick your kids, that could be arrestable.
Yeah, kick your kids in the room. You don't you might catch a shin on the door frame if you're kicking your kids out of the room.
I saw like a big boot, like boot to face.
Oh, we're off to a good start.
Okay, so where were we talking about kicking kids?
Kicking kids at the top of the website.
The top of the website?
I'm not even talking. I'm very tired today. I can't talk.
Well, let's jump into what we're here to talk about. Very rarely does a piece of media come around that entirely changes the landscape of the genre in which it resides. Too often imitated, but never ever matched, tonight's film is one such gem. Based off the novel by William Peter Blatty, which in and of itself is based off real-life events, Willy, which we will get to, and directed by William Friedkin, we were of course talking about 1973's The Exorcist. One part harrowing human drama, and one part non-stop thrill ride through the horror vomitorium, this movie meditates heavily on themes of loss, that of your faith, of a loved one, or even your very soul. But why did it make such a cultural impact, you ask? In my opinion, it's simple. It took the horror of yesteryear out of the gothic forests of Carpathia or the fog-filled moors of Llanwellyn, and it brought it and implanted it into your neighbourhood, your homes, and even your children, which was a hard sentence to write. So strap on your cassocks, and like a good altar boy, get ready to suck cocks in hell as we dive in to The Exorcist.
Wow.
Excellent intro.
That was impressive.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Very well written.
Grizzly, I saw you mouth the word clan wetly when I said it.
Yes, I did, yes.
The Wolfman, 1941.
Ah, okay.
Based in Wales, in a fictional Welsh town, I believe.
Yeah, it is, yeah. I think it's based on the name Llanelli, which is where I work.
Oh, good. Any Wolfmen?
Too many, to be honest. Fucking hell, my job.
It's a bit much nowadays,
A
isn't
little
it?
bit much, yeah. Shave, boys. Come on, have a shave.
And that's why I voted leave.
Fuck's sake.
Willie, when we ended last week's episode and you found out we were doing The Exorcist, as ever, we asked you to guess what the movie was about. And you so rightly guessed possession, and a possessed person.
What?
You said possessed shin.
No, wait, what?
You said possession. I've got it written down. I've made notes.
Is this what you picked up on at the end of the last episode? You're like, did he say this? Because I was like just burning you the whole film because I didn't enjoy a film, and suddenly this is it.
Fuck you. The Void deserve better.
No, so this possession of a possession little girl.
Possessionless list.
Oh.
Nazis everywhere.
Nazis everywhere, but not a drop to drink.
As I said, adult themes, if you're not comfortable with this.
So, why haven't I watched this film before?
Have you not seen it before?
No.
Oh, I'm actually
because
shocked.
it's called The Exorcist. It's everything I hate. It's a highly rated horror film. It's got possession in it and Catholicism. But the film was fucking brilliant.
See, this is the one thing I really wanted to get to out of the gate because I really didn't want to have to hurt you. You enjoyed this one?
Yeah, just everything about the era this film was made and how it got away with everything it did and the pace of the film. It was I did not find it boring at all.
It's incredible, isn't it?
I did a lot of research into the making of, and we'll get into it, but honestly, this movie was a carpenter's dream to shoot. So many shots involved them building giant wooden contraptions just so that they could physically move a camera in the way that they needed it to. For example, just two off the top of my head, when Reagan grabs the psychologist by the cock and he falls off his chair, they built a rig to fall, like, as he falls, because obviously, like, Steadicams and things didn't exist in 1973. They built this giant wooden contraption that went with him. And also, when the nanny is running up the stairs with the priest, they had to build a giant swing that a cameraman sat on, and above them they had all the grips guiding him on ropes up the stairs so that they could get the fluid shot of the two running up the stairs.
Wow.
They marionetted him. It's amazing.
I did think the psychic who tried to hypnotise her, I thought he was very crotch heavy in his scene. I don't blame him getting his cock bit off. He was very crotch heavy.
Oh, you got it squeezed.
Oh, was it just a squeeze? I thought it was bites.
Well, there could have been a bite, maybe.
There is a lot of unnecessary face-to-crotch action, given how child-heavy this film is.
How did this film get... Right, my first question is how many countries was this film banned in?
Oh, several. I don't think I have a list, actually. There was a lot that did not like this film.
How could they get... This was 72, right?
73.
73. How could they get away with a script like this back then and the visuals alongside it in the cinema and public view? And oh my god,
there was a lot of controversy, but again, we'll probably get to this a bit later.
Well, apparently it face banned and severe restrictions primarily in the UK and Ireland. So it had to have edited versions. Of course, there are 3 versions of this film. There's the theatrical, director's, and Snyder cut. So we all may have watched different versions of this movie.
Oh, nice.
I wanted to ask, actually, like which versions did you see? Because I think Webborn, you and me use the same account, so you would have watched the same as me. Zach, which one did you watch?
I believe mine was a theatrical cut, mainly because they didn't have the spider run sequence where she comes down the stairs.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And it didn't have the Eileen Dietz makeup test flash over the oven.
It didn't have that. Okay.
That wasn't
yeah.
it. So I believe I was watching the original cut of the film.
Eileen Dietz?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, we'll get into Eileen Dietz.
There's plenty of this.
Enola Gay?
She might be. I've never met her.
We don't judge, mate. It's 2026. Grow up.
To go back to what you were saying about the themes of Catholicism, they took that really seriously. Jason Miller, who plays Father Karras, was a Jesuit student himself. The priest who delivers his last rites at the bottom of the steps and plays the song on the piano is a Catholic priest, not an actor. And they did have Catholic priests on set at all times to make sure that those side of it, the exorcism rites and everything, were as accurate as they could be to real-life Catholicism, as wacky as it is.
So what I will say is that one, the one playing the piano, he was the one I wrote a fact about saying, oh, that's definitely just the character who's run away to hide something, because I thought he was so flamboyant and just...
Well, he's a Catholic priest. He may have a predilection for certain people.
They have their vices.
Exactly, but I thought that was a character, but that was just him, apparently.
I only found out that he was an actual Catholic priest because in one of the documentaries that I watched about the making of, they interviewed him in 2022, I believe. And as you can imagine, he was about 1,000 years old at this stage. Inaudible. It was great. He had the best old man voice I've ever heard. Every time, it would cut to Eileen Bernstein and she would give this great anecdote, and then William Friedkin would talk about this really technical aspect, and then it would cut to this guy and he'd just go... I was like, great. I'm gleaming a great amount of information off this.
There's a load of documentaries. I actually try to avoid some of them. You sent me a link for one, Zach. And I know that we usually have very similar talking points because we've usually done similar kind of research on these things. So I try to avoid that as much as possible this time. But there is one I wanted to watch. I still haven't found it anywhere. The Devil and Father Amarth.
Oh, fucking hell. I hate that movie.
You've seen it. I've been trying to get hold of it to see what it's like because obviously it's William Friedkin revisiting what's going on with possession and exorcism.
It's the Friedkin weekend and baby's about to have him some fun. It is the dumbest fucking movie I have ever seen in my life.
It's not a documentary.
It is it is a documentary with actual footage of an exorcism. You can't see this on the audio recording, but if I do these sarcastic air quotes anymore, I'm going to sprain a fucking wrist. They audio filter all of the possessed girl's voice, so in this actual exorcism footage, they pitch shift her voice down and make it all scary. I was like, this is supposed to be an actual documentation of an exorcism, and they dramatize it so badly.
Oh, I was going to watch that as well. I was kind of hoping to get some more insight into what's going on there, because it does fascinate me. As a complete non-believer in these things, people who are possessed are clearly like, I'm going to put on a voice and it's going to be a good laugh. I like watching possession videos, but I just find it hilarious. That these people to me, are quite clearly acting. What's going through their head going, how can I make this even more extreme and entertaining?
So you, quite clearly non-believer. This is one thing I wanted to talk about, just for perspectives on how we come at the material. Webborn, obviously, I know you are a firm believer in the paranormal, but if you don't mind my asking, religiously, where do you sit?
Where do I stand? So, yeah, no, I am scared of this. If this was to happen to someone I know, and if you two tried to prank me with it, and I actually believed you, no, I would be scared if this gave me chills at the idea of this, to be honest.
There we go, because I am firm believer in our Lord and Saviour, the devil himself. I'm big old Satan boy. The only reason I haven't actually sold my soul to the devil is because Willy Webborn actually is the legal owner of my soul. Do you still have the signed contract?
Yeah, what you on about? Yeah, of course. I've got a couple of contracts, but yeah, your soul is my prized possession. I've owned that for probably 20 years. No, not 20 years, 18 years. Yeah, it's been a good time to own your soul. That's what you can get in life, guys.
Grizzly, I don't know if you know the story, and I know the listeners won't. I ran out of beers at a house party, and the only way Webborn would give me beers is if I sold him my soul. So we drew up a contract then and there, and I sold my soul for 3 cans of Foster's.
Oh, for Foster's as well. Oh, Zach. So low, man. So low.
That was a proud night for me.
Of course it is. Another one for your collection.
I miss getting contracts. I should get more contracts.
Shall we get back onto the topic at hand?
No, yeah.
So you found this one scary then? We obviously, after The Void and after Talk to Me, we've been on a bit of a run of you thinking you're better than us.
Yeah.
We've humbled you again, have we?
So obviously the first half of this film is not that scary. It's more of a human drama. Where did you first find, oh fuck, I'm in for a ride on this one?
Maybe when she was walking around the attic on her own after hearing it for the second time, and she goes up to check, and then he comes up and goes, there's no rats up here.
Oh, the flamethrower candle.
And then the first bit I was like, I put my neck into my shoulders. was the scene you didn't get, apparently, Zach, and that is her crabbing down the stairs backwards. And, like, that was horrific, but it was more the noise building up to it, where you can hear all these separate, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, all these separate limbs going, and you're like, what the fuck is that? And then she starts coming down the stairs, like, spitting blood out of her mouth.
It's a great scene.
Also, quite clearly not Linda Blair.
Yeah, yes.
Who?
That's the name of the actress who played Reagan.
Right, so you guys tell the story. I've got questions, but I'm sure you'll answer them.
Well, one question I wanted to ask is, obviously, given the nature of this movie and its cultural impact, did that have any bearing on your viewing of it? You know, the quote-unquote scariest film ever made. Did you go in thinking that it was going to shit yourself, or did you have your void shoulders on going, these boys have been throwing me some softies recently, I'll be fine with this?
No, I didn't have the voice. I had, this is an old film, this is going to be crap. As in, like, this isn't going to have the same effect these days because I've seen so much more.
Not like Pulse.
But yeah, there's so much more you can do with, like, CGI, but this lacked all that, as you say, the carpenters building the gurneys, the face that is on the back of your T-shirt that you're wearing right now and you gave a name to. What's the name?
Eileen Dietz.
Interesting enough, I had this little fact here. That is a unused makeup test shot, I think it is, and they kind of put it in everywhere, and they use that as the advertising for the film too, just cropping up every now and then.
That's where I got the first scare. Before she did the crab thing was in the kitchen where the lights is flashing and she pops on the extractor fan. That was the first. I was like, no.
Yeah, so that wasn't in the version that I watched.
Yeah, there's a version that came out in 2000, I think it was. So William Friedkin went back and did a recut of the film for William Peter Blatty. I think it's known to a lot of people as the Blatty cut. So me and Webborn, we're Blatty boys watching this. So I had to get that joke in somewhere.
It was going to happen eventually.
But yeah, there's I think 12 minutes of footage was restored to kind of keep it to Blatty's vision a bit more. So I'm not sure what else is missing. I know the spider walk is out there that was in the original. A load of like little images cropping up and that's a weird thing in the background there. That was cut out. I'm not sure what else was because I couldn't find a definitive list anywhere.
I just love, like, it kept getting worse each time you were seeing in bed. She just kept growing to someone I wouldn't want to be in a room.
The makeup effects, yeah. Was it Clive Barker?
No, it wasn't. Clive Barker's not a makeup man. This was the one, the only Dick Smith. He was the go-to makeup man back in the day. He taught everyone that is running the special effects industry these days, they all learned from the Dick Smith school. Did you know, Webborn, the practical effects are so good in this film that Max von Sydow, who plays Father Miller, the old Exorcist priest, 43 years old when they filmed this.
And now he just looks like that.
What, the shaky motherfucker?
The man in the Iraq scene at the beginning and doing the exorcism at the end, that man is 43 years old. That is all prosthetic.
What?
Yep.
I was going to say he surely didn't die long after this film, but...
No, I think he died in 2001, I want to say. Let me just have a double check on that.
Not. He's been in more stuff recently.
2020, sorry.
2020, yeah, not long ago.
I think Jason Miller, who played Father Karras, died around 2001. I've been looking at death dates for all the actors. Yeah, 13th of May 2001, Jason Miller. R.I.P. to a real one.
Oh, he was great, Jason Miller.
What was the other priest's name? Father
Karras.
He's the main guy, right?
He's the boxer. Dimmy.
Can we call him the psychiatrist?
Priest, of course we can. That's adorable.
He is the psychiatrist.
Looking like a previous age David Dashmalian in this as well.
He looks like a melted Frank Stallone.
Yeah. The references, he looks like a boxer. He did really look like a boxer.
He does look like a boxer.
And he's always got the towel around his neck, even when he's just walking down the street. It's like, yeah.
A lot of jogging in this. A lot of jogging.
So you've got a lot of cardio health, of course, with the jogging and the boxing, but you've also got one thing that I love, doctors smoking in hospitals.
Oh, God, there's so much smoking in this film. So much smoking everywhere.
So the hospital scene, when Reagan, the young possessed girl, before they really realise it is a supernatural faith-based phenomenon, they obviously are running all these tests on her to see what's going on. They think it's a lesion on her temporal lobe. The hospital scene, where they filmed all of that, is actually in a hospital, Webborn, lit with no studio lighting. Basically, Friedkin was a documentary filmmaker by trade, so he shot it as much like a documentary as he could. The radiologist, the man who's holding Reagan's head, his name's Paul Bateson, and he is a convicted murderer and supposed serial killer responsible for the New York bag murders of the 1970s.
Badass.
Not badass at all. This man used to just butcher people, put their bodies into suitcases and throw them in the Hudson River.
So it's just another celebrity doing something wrong. What about it?
I wouldn't call him celebrity.
Yeah, fuck that. No, he's an absolute piece of shit. If you listen to this, Bateson, even though you died in 2012, you're up there on this shit list with, I can't remember his name, who killed the lady from Poltergeist.
Yeah.
I'm forgetting all the names, but I just want to backtrack on what Webborn's saying, and we are anti-serial killing.
Yeah, sorry about
We're
that.
fascinated with serial killers, but we don't like them.
When I describe things as badass and so forth, it's like, yeah, I don't mean it in a good way somehow. It's just, it's a badass bit of information, let's say. I'm fascinated by the naughty boy.
But yes, this horrible little cunt was convicted for the murder of...
It was a critic, I think, wasn't it? It was a film critic.
Of film critic Addison Verrill, and then in prison heavily hinted to a lot of people that they were responsible for the bag murders, which were essentially murders that took part in the New York leather scene.
Yeah, it was gay clubs he'd cruised
Gay
around
clubs,
in.
leather,
Yeah.
daddies, things like that, where basically the bodies of men were being found dismembered in suitcases in the Hudson River.
That's a crazy bit of knowledge, as I should have answered the first time instead of saying badass.
Total bastard, man.
He is a
Another series
bastard.
of bastards, yeah. A series of bastardly men.
Another list of series of bastardly men. Going back to the hospital scene, though, apparently, on the initial release, that was one of the scenes that affected people the most. Not the scary exorcism, but just the brutal realism of, like, a young girl getting a spinal tap.
Yeah.
Yeah, straight in the neck, us watching it go into her neck and then popping out.
A lot
Yeah.
of blood going on there. I don't know if that's like a 70s thing, as we're a bit better now, but
As you said, documentary filming style makes it look so realistic as well.
I think that was like a real boon to this film, as William Friedkin being an amazing documentary filmmaker. You've got all these kind of lingering shots and so much stillness throughout it, and it just makes it feel more lived in.
I say amazing documentary filmmaker. He did also make The Devil and Dr. Amorth, or Father Amorth, or whatever his name is.
The Doctor and Amenamath, yes.
The scene where Dimmy's mum is in a psychiatric hospital, choosing my words
Hospital for sad
correctly.
people.
Hospital for sad people. Thank you.
Yes, that's another one on the list. We've got a hospital for sad people
I
on this one.
forgot about this.
These were the saddest people. It made me sad seeing those women. It was a sad women hospital.
They were all genuine patients in a hospital for sad people.
The 70s. They were a different time.
I didn't know that. That's way too real.
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah. So all the panning shots, all the B-roll of you see these very sad ladies, all genuinely broken people.
Fuck, and the nurse is saying to them, that's not who you think it is. It's not who you think it is. Like,
It's not
no, it
Frank
really isn't.
Stallone.
He's an actor.
Wow. He went through it. Just going like...
Wandered on through. Fuck.
To the greatest scene in the whole movie. Dimmy, why did you put me here, Dimmy?
Dear me. You know, it's terrible. I'd forgotten about it, but in childhood, we'd always say to each other, me and my mates, dear me, please. And just watching it in this film was just, oh, God, it brought it all back.
I say it all the time. I've got a cat called Domino, and the amount of times he just does it like, Dimmy, why?
Dear me, please. Dear me, please.
So, question for you, Webborn. Would you ever use a Ouija board?
Oh my God, I was trying to get into this when you said that was the first scare of the film. That was before any of this stuff. Why?
When Captain Howdy wouldn't say that her mum was pretty.
Yeah, such an innocent name for... I got a friend called Captain Howdy. And then, no, I will never touch a Ouija board. Do not bring a Ouija board near me. I don't want that. Thank you, both of you, very much. That is no hell.
Sold by Hasbro, and we like board games, Webbs. Come on.
Oh my God. I just had like my head went dizzy when you gave like the idea like, oh yeah, we were actually going to do this. No.
Webborn, Grizzly, one of you.
Hello.
Do you know which actress most famously uses a Ouija board? Kate Blanchett. Get the fuck in.
Oh, for fuck's sake. End the stream.
What happened? I don't get it.
The planchette is the bit you put your fingers on and move on a Ouija board.
You're an idiot.
I love specialist word comedy. He's a bastard.
That was off the dome as well. That's not actually in my notes.
Well done. Very well done.
Fuck it. And you've just given the Ouija board more recognition than it deserves and a piece of it. Wow.
It's called a Ouija, though. It's such a silly name.
You're a fucking Ouija. Shut up and let's move on.
Waluigi.
Can we talk about how everybody was mean to Carl in this movie?
Hey, they were, weren't they? Bastards to Carl.
I don't
Especially
mind.
Burke. What a prick.
No.
Why don't you like Carl?
Cunting Hun.
I do like Carl, but I liked him being baited quite a lot in this film by the director.
But he was neutral. He was Swiss. It's not that he wasn't a Nazi. He had no involvement.
But do we actually know it? Go on, give me some fact that you searched up.
I don't think there is one.
No, he just says. He says to
I'm Swiss.
Burke, he goes, I'm Swiss.
I don't believe him. I believe there's some backstory to this man ending up in America 30 years after the war and being quite an old man and not being Swiss.
Do you think Carl is Hitler?
I think this was filmed in Argentina.
Not another Argentine movie.
Oh, that's bad. There it is. See, no.
That's bad.
We're
Don't
going
laugh at
toe
that.
for toe on these. I haven't seen this film in a while, admittedly. I found on this rewatch, especially with her treatment to Carl, how much of a bastard man Chris McNeil is. She's only nice to her daughter, and I guess that's really to play up that obviously Reagan is her entire world. But fucking hell, she's so mean to the people who are basically running her life for her.
Yeah. Apart from the people of authority above her, I would say.
Well, even then, I suppose...
The inspector, I don't know, the way, and even the priest to a certain degree, like, trying to keep them on her side. She's not mean to them.
I suppose with them, she doesn't meet them until she's absolutely desperate for help.
Very true. Oh, maybe there's a story in that. A lesson to be learned.
I haven't watched this in a long time either, so this is the first rewatch in maybe a decade, I think. But I only kind of remembered her as being this kind of desperate mother, really hoping to get some help for her daughter. And yeah, what a bellend.
Absolutely, really mean. And
Bellend to Carlisle.
Oh, 2-1.
I think I'm watching something different to you guys.
What did you think? Did you like Chris?
Yeah. I didn't think she was that bad. Am I missing, like... Oh, I'm looking at Zach's face.
She was just a dick to everyone.
She was a stone cold B-word.
Yeah.
She's a stuck-up actress lady. I didn't think... I've seen worse. I've expected worse.
But I love you. I've loved you for a very long time. But how can you think, I've seen worse than her, but that neutral old Swiss man, I'm pretty sure that's Hitler.
Just get the fucking rats, Carl. Just get the fucking rats. Fucking rat cunt.
She's like, there's rats. There's not rats. There's rats. There's not rats. There's rats. Right, I'll go to the shop. The shop's not open. I'm like, fucking just get off his balls.
Was that other servant lady his wife?
Willy.
Swiss Miss, yeah.
Yeah, Willy and Carl. They were, unfortunately, they're a couple, Webb, and Willy is off the cards.
Nice try.
Willy.
Oh, you could have a little bit of a Willy on Willy action.
I finally got to see where the iconic mist photo comes from. That's towards the end.
What a shot.
Yeah.
It's
finally
lovely.
got to see that. With now you ruin it that there's a 40-year-old man in that shot.
Only slightly older than I am.
Well, I was going to say, obviously this film came out in 1973. Give us your recollections of this film coming out when you were a 10-year-old.
When I went to see it, I fainted as soon as the blood spurted out of her neck.
My dad actually did tell me years ago when we were watching it. He went to see it in the cinema because I do have an old dad.
Oh,
and
really?
he was saying that he was in the cinema and there were two squaddies behind him who were on their time off going to see it and apparently giving it the fucking big one. Oh, this bloody Exorcist movie can't be that bloody bad, can it, boys? And apparently they left halfway through. They were like, you can't, this is fucked, I'm done. And he just got up and just walked out. I can't imagine a film having that much effect, though. But that's because me and Webborn are spoiled living in a post-Exorcist world. Obviously, Grizzly, you remember what it was like back when the talkies weren't so scary.
I remember before colour.
That, like, for its time as well. Like, that's why, because of the time. Like, even today, this stuff that they put in this film is shocking. Like, even to me, like, I was like, especially the part with her mum in the room and the cross, first of all, and then, are we going to talk about that? Do you want me to say what happens?
We're going to have to. So, cover your ears if you're of a sensitive disposition, but we are going to talk about that crucifix scene.
That crucifix scene. First of all, who was hiding the crucifix? Was it her? Was it her, like, coming through and getting it, knowing it might help?
So if you noticed, when she takes the crucifix and she goes to everyone in the house, did you put this here? Did you put this here? And then the inspector comes. You see her lay it on the table. She quite deliberately lays it on the table while she's talking. In the next scene, it's gone off the table. What? Has Reagan come downstairs and got it? It somehow got back upstairs because by the time she gets up there, Reagan is having at herself with it.
Whoa! Yeah, right. So what? That's crazy. Having at herself. She was stabbing herself in the foofy area with a crucifix.
A crucifix.
Yeah, I've forgotten how the word worked. Crucifix. And that is fucking bloody enough. What's she saying at the same time? I can't even remember.
Let Jesus fuck you.
Yeah, let Jesus fuck you. That's the classic line.
The demon talking to, I've forgotten that girl's name.
He's getting frazzled.
Uh-oh.
What's the girl's name?
Reagan.
When Reagan was letting Jesus fuck her, and then her mum is trying to grab the crucifix off her, so she grabs her mum's head and shoves it into her bloody crotch and says, "Is it eat my cunt?"
Lick me.
Lick me. No, cunt isn't involved in this part, because cunt...
I was shocked by the use of cunt.
Well, I say the use of cunt does come afterwards when she does the first head turn, looks at her mum, Burke's voice comes out and throws the great line, "Look what your cunting daughter has done."
Oh,
actually, maybe this wasn't in the cut you watched then, because earlier on in that, the doctor, while she's being, like, examined, is like, "Oh, quite the mouth on your daughter. She said some pretty horrible things." Well, what did she say? I want to know what my daughter said. "Keep your fingers away from my goddamn cunt."
Oh, yeah, no, that wasn't in the cut I watched.
That was in your cut?
There we go,
not in the
nice.
Cunt you watched.
I didn't watch the cunt cut.
that's when she's the doctor's telling her that her daughter has that foul mouth as such. That wasn't nice.
So, cunting daughters is quite an iconic line, and it gets referenced in the Slayer song, South of Heaven. "Bastard sons beget your cunting daughters, promiscuous mothers with your incestuous fathers." And I was like, there we go, Slayer. They're referencing The Exorcist. Shortly afterwards, when Reagan is tied to the bed, and she says, "I am the devil," and Father Cara says, "If you're the devil, why don't you make the ropes disappear?" And she says, "That would be a vulgar display of power," which is a goddamn Pantera record. This film is metal as fuck.
Yeah, it really is metal as fuck.
Obviously, the metal bands are quoting this. William Friedkin wasn't like a future jumping thrash metal fan.
Oh, the devil and Amon Amarth. More metal.
More metal than you can fucking handle.
Oh, well, actually, there's another thing. In the version you watched, Zach, did it have the intro sequence in Iraq?
Yes.
It did. Oh, good.
I had no idea that was part of this film. Like the paleontology of digging up. That's where is that where this demon comes from that dig, or is it already in there? Because he's already there. It's obvious, right, that the priest has taken something to his house with the demon in.
Well, because it's only until later on that Father
Marin.
Father Marin.
Marin.
Yeah, his name's like Crandank Marin or something stupid like that. He only comes into it later, but the demon does make passing mention to Father Marin a few times. For example, when she's talking backwards and they reverse the tape, a few of the voices are calling and asking for Marin. So although he has been at the dig and they found the idol of Pazuzu, it's believed that Pazuzu is the demon that is possessing Reagan.
It's never stated in this film, is it? I think that's in Exorcist 3 they mention Pazuzu. Maybe the second one. I haven't seen the second one.
The second one is fucking terrible.
I've heard. Yeah, that's why I've avoided it.
Was the house they were staying in not his house?
No, he was just called on by the clergy. He's like, bring in Father Marin. He's back from Iraq. He knows about exorcists. Get him in.
I think I'm just trying to find logic for where this demon came from in the attic, and I assume there was something in the attic that was possessed that had got into the girl.
I think it's just because she's playing with the Ouija board.
Yeah, I think that's all it is.
Oh, see, fuck those things.
Well, speaking of the Iraq scenes, a little bit of history for you. That was all filmed by a British second unit, because at the time, Iraq and the US, not exactly mates, so they had to have all British filmmakers go over there and teach Iraqi filmmakers how to make films and how to make fake blood and things.
Well, obviously it didn't work because there's one scene where Father Merrin is walking through an underpass and it's quite heavily populated, and there's a child in the foreground and the bottom left of the screen staring down the barrel of the camera.
Or there was another scene, I think, when Chris and Father Karras are talking for the first time. There's an extra just behind staring, not because the wife watched this and noticed it. I don't think he's staring at the camera, but he's staring at them. And I just kind of noticed that. I was like, is this guy part of the film? No, he's not. I had to kind of like make excuses for the film at that point. It's like, she's a famous actress, so it makes sense he'd be staring at her. But he stood out and looked very Dahmerish, if I must say.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
You spotted the scene.
I spotted that earlier today as well.
In which part was this, sorry?
This was when they are filming the scene of the movie, when she's doing the big student protest scene, and she's having a conversation there.
And it cuts to the priest in the crowd who makes that laugh, like, it's a funny joke about Parry. Yeah, that part.
Webborn.
Yeah.
You're telling me I should take my daughter to a witch doctor?
I called the... Oh, no, right, from
I
the top.
knew he was going to sing that fucking song. I knew it. That's why I didn't want to bring this up.
I called the content priest, he gave me some advice. I called the content priest, he gave me some advice. And then the content priest, he gave me this advice. He said,
Power of Christ compels you, compels you, compels you. The power of Christ compels you all fucking day.
I was wondering why earlier you text us saying, if someone wants to prompt me and please say, you're telling me I should take my daughter to a witch doctor. And I thought rather than bring it naturally into conversation, I just thrust you into it.
Yeah.
So well done. I think you should front a metal band. Honestly, I didn't know you had such good growls.
no, it's this microphone again. It just works now.
Turns out when you talk into it the right way, it sounds brilliant.
Magic happens.
What you doing?
Yeah, I wish I could do her voice from this film, because...
Well, she didn't do her voice for this film.
Right.
And there's some controversy for this in the Oscars as well. Did you read this, Zach, at all?
I'm nodding because that's good for audio.
Yes, silence.
Silent nodding. Yeah, the person who did the voices, what was her name? Fuck, we mentioned her earlier.
Eileen Dietz.
Eileen Dietz. She was an ex-alcoholic at the time. And to get the right kind of voice, she drank whiskey, she kind of gargled a bit with some salt water and things, and was also tied up to kind of imitate Reagan's situation there. And apparently, William Friedkin, witnessing her kind of do the voice there while they're recording, was freaked the fuck out by it, because it was so guttural and so visceral.
That was Mercedes McCambridge.
That's it. Sorry, yeah, Mercedes McCambridge. She did the voice. Now, the controversy of the Oscars, I think... before she was credited, because there was a bit of weirdness there, Mercedes McCambridge didn't want to be credited for the voice and then did want to be credited for the voice, was Linda Blair was nominated for an Oscar, but wasn't given it because she didn't do all the acting, so the voice acting wasn't her. So they took that away from her.
Yeah, and the majority of the little girl is that voice. It's not her voice for long, is it?
Still a great work Linda Blair did, but it's not all her. The voice is quite... important.
Oh, that's
that
difficult.
It's a hard one, right? Yeah. I don't know how would you come down on that if you were voting?
I think she did a fucking incredible job. Linda Blair, genuinely. Same with... Oh, I'm spacing on her name, little blonde girl from The Poltergeist.
Oh, fuck.
That's not it. You know, fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Again,
doesn't get cast a lot.
Outstanding performances from not only just child actors, but like plucked from relative obscurity. There were... so many people tested for the choice of Reagan in this film, Webborn. They got to the point before they found Linda Blair, they were thinking of just getting an adult little person to play the role.
Yep, I like that.
Yep, that's a genuine fact.
And it was going to be friend of the podcast, Zelda motherfucking Rubinstein.
How can we remember Zelda Rubinstein, but we can't remember? I was really hoping that would jog my memory.
Put it in there later. Put it back in there later. Just edit in. Really obviously edit it.
Fuck. I've got Google open in front of me, but I'm just not.
I'm looking it up.
It is, beat the clock before he's looking it up. Her name is...
Enola Gay.
It's not, I can kill you.
Heather O'Rourke.
Heather O'Rourke. Hang my head in shame.
Just edit that voice in later on. It was. Just Heather.
I'm going to do that.
Yeah, we all remembered her name instantly. All of us did.
Of course, absolutely. I'm not sweating.
Hashtag never forget.
Abso-fucking-lutely. And talking about people dying before their time, may I take the floor?
Please do.
Give me some knowledge.
It's Ice Z's body count. And it's a surprisingly fucking low one. Obviously coming off the back of The Void, where everyone was just getting mutilated, mangulated, and slapped up into another dimension.
Great film.
We have just... Amazing movie. We have just 3 entries into the body count this week. Of course, we have Dennis Burke? Burke Dennings, sorry, not Dennis Burke.
Yeah, Mr. Dennings.
Dennis Burkham.
I love the name Burke, by the way.
So Burke takes a header down a spooky flight of stairs, which I want to circle back to. We have Father Merrin dies of complications due to over-exorcism. Never expressly see how he dies, he's just dead. And then we have Father Karras, who sucks up a demon, self-defenestrates himself, and then falls down said spooky staircase.
Yeah, what about Mum?
Mum's fine.
Yeah, Mum's fine.
I thought Mum had died.
No, she's...
Oh, no. Yes.
Oh, Mama Karras.
Yeah, Mama Karras dies.
Oh, shame on me.
Abandoned in a hospital for sad people.
Well, this is what I wanted to see, if this is different in your cut, because, of course, we see Dimmy and his very Italian uncle go to the hospital for sad people to visit her. In the next scene, the flamboyant actual priest says to Chris, I don't know if you heard about Father Karras' mother. She recently died. Apparently she'd died a few days ago and no one had found her.
Yeah, that was in the cut we watched. Yeah, I picked up on that.
So I don't know if that was like a...
continuity and they didn't have enough time to cut it out.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, but that raised eyebrows with me.
Because
of course...
she's obviously dead, because the part where the little Reagan's in bed and she's like,
Your mother's here with us, Father. Your mother sucks cocks in hell.
I've been waiting to say it.
Your mother sucks cocks.
And of course you get the grief dream. And if I could get real for a second, the grief dream where he sees his mum coming up the flight of stairs and he's shouting out to her and he can't communicate to her and he's just trying to, just after she's died. I had a similar experience shortly after the passing of my mother, but a much more wacky millennial version in which I had a dream, and feel free to laugh at this one, boys. I had a dream that I was stood in Sketty Cross shortly after the passing of my mother, and she kept zipping past me in a Mario Kart, and I was just like, Mum! Mum! But she couldn't hear me because she was going so fast.
Oh, fuck you know.
Yep,
those roads are not built for Mario Karts.
They're not.
No, that's a...
The blue shells of Sketty Cross.
Grief is fucking wacky.
No, that's Sketty Park, excuse me.
So going back to the spooky stairs, obviously that's a staple. We've got spooky stairs. We've got a floating girl rather than a woman not touching the ground. I think that counts.
Yeah, close. We're close enough.
Is it count as a slimy mum if she's wearing a lot of her daughter's bodily fluids on her head?
She gets sicked on as well.
The sick is fantastic in this.
Did she get sicked on in your cut? Because she didn't get sicked on in mine.
Yeah, Mummy.
No, she got sicked on in ours,
Mummy got sicky cuts.
So we've got a slimy mum.
Slimy mum.
What was the other one we mentioned earlier?
Slimy mum.
A series of bastardly men, of course.
Series of bastardly men. So again, this is hitting the Wimplash staples. I'm thinking of starting an official movie bingo card.
I think we need to, don't we?
One thing I always want to reference in horrors, and it is after a horrible scene, but there is a bath scene.
There is a bath scene.
There's always a bath scene in a horror film. Because after that film where the camp priest is playing piano and little Reagan comes downstairs, you're
going to die up there.
And then just pisses all over the floor.
I did write, a child pissing on the carpet isn't the worst thing that happened to a child at a 70s celebrities party.
Considering someone who got arrested today, that's very on the nose.
Very on the rug.
Oh.
I said in our introduction, Webborn, this was based off a novel by William Peter Blatty. An amazing book. One of the only books I've ever had to physically stop reading because it turned my stomach so much. The description of the crucifixion scene in the novel is fucking harrowing.
It gave me a shudder.
But, prepare to shudder more, this is based off a quote-unquote true story. And take you back to Cottage Town, Maryland, 1949. The case of 14-year-old Roland Doe, name changed for legal reasons. So apparently after the death of his Aunt Harriet, who Roland was extremely close to, and she was a spiritualist, she fully believed that you could communicate with the dead and was an active participant in the use of Ouija boards to communicate with the dead. And apparently, after her death, he started experimenting a lot with Ouija boards, trying to communicate with it to deal with his grief. All of a sudden, he changed. He became violent. He became aggressive, a potty mouth, covered in cats. Covered in cats?
Covered in cats.
Covered in scratches and cuts. The furniture started moving around the house, apparently, that you could hear all these sounds. They were Protestant family, and even the Protestant priest who was overseeing this reverted to the Catholics because he had no idea what was going on. And obviously, you know the fucking history between those two. They don't really go in each other's side all too often.
Not fans of each other, no.
Not big fans. And apparently, they brought in actual Catholic exorcists who performed over 30 exorcism rites on this child, Roland Doe. Apparently, and again, this is where the story kind of gets a bit wacky, that words like evil and symbols of pitchforks were appearing on his skin. And it wasn't until after the 30-somethingth exorcism, they decided to anoint him and baptize him. And that's what broke it. Apparently the spirit of the angel Michael took over and saved the day, and he went on to live a long, normal life. And William Peter Blatty heard about this story and used that as the crux of the bare bones of The Exorcist. I just like to think, though, I don't like to think, it's a horrible thing to think, that obviously you've got the spiritualist side of it. However, is this not just a boy dealing with the grief that he's never dealt with, losing a loved one, and then being subjected physically to 30 fucking exorcisms, unsupervised, with a group of men from an organisation who've got a real fucking dark history of what they get up to when they're locked in rooms with little boys? I would just like to point out, Your Honour, the case of Annalise Merkel, who died due to quote-unquote exorcism rites. Honestly, it's fucking barbaric, but yes, it's based on a true story, and I'm getting worked up now. Fuck organised religion, and fuck child abuse. God damn you Catholics. God damn you all to hell.
I was so lost in that then. You're talking about trauma. Fuck, yeah, Jesus Christ. I was like possession and all that, but no, you're totally right. That is a probable cause for these things. I had just only considered possession.
Is it possession? Is it grief? Did he lose a game of Yu-Gi-Oh with God?
Oh.
Do you believe in exorcisms?
I am totally nihilistic in all worldviews. Not to shout out nihilistic.
Yeah, well,
thank you.
And I've also got a really nice midriff. Again, I always sound like such a fucking 14-year-old Redditor when I say it, but I truly believe in nothing.
And you, Grizz?
Well, I don't believe in nothing. I believe in the void. No, I used to say I was an atheist. Now I'd say more of an agnostic. I mean, I've got a bit of an agnostic front blowing in from the west.
You see?
More band names. But yeah, I don't think organised religion is all bollocks.
Yeah.
All of it. Every single one. Christians, Catholic, Protestant, all of that. It's all just the same name for corruption to me. I think it's all bollocks and fuck off. But there probably or maybe is something out there that we don't understand that science hasn't explained yet, which I like to think of as The Void.
2016.
You guys are fucking twats.
Going back to the point at hand, did you notice that the rites of exorcism used in this movie, which apparently are the official rites of exorcism, have the same call and response as every single Beastie Boys song? One of them does a line, the other does the tag. They may as well have just been doing Intergalactic.
King Ad Rock had been there, they would have gone a very different way.
The script of this film as well, sorry, to go with the writing of like the way the demon is playing with the priests and stuff throughout the film, that was getting me as well. I was like, this demon is so smart, and the way it's written to play, like the demon giving snippets, the priest snippets of what could get the exorcism, like it knows the things to taunt and even then reversing the voice. I think that was just play as well, wasn't it?
Is that an allusion to cold reading, which a lot of psychics use? they'll kind of like pick up on things. They'll put stuff out there, just very vague stuff, see a reaction, go, yes, that thing.
What,
so say a cold reader, like someone who's like a mind reader, say a Darren Brown type, but one who actually thinks and pretends to be supernatural, going out there and just saying, someone in the audience, I'm getting an F. Oh, Freddy. Yeah, Freddy, that's it. It's Freddy. Yeah, definitely Freddy.
So this little girl who's being possessed is just calling out, oh, your mum's dead. And then...
Oh, no, not necessarily saying that. I'm thinking maybe the demon was. Maybe he doesn't actually... Dimmy was not actually seeing his mother there. He's just taking some stuff from what they've learned and just using it against him.
Where did he learn it?
Well, like we said earlier, the priest talks to Chris and says, his mother died recently. Nobody found her for a little while. And she asks later on, I'm not sure, once again, which version this is in, Zach, says, like, did you know that my mother died recently? Is there any way that Reagan would have known that his mother died recently?
Yeah, that was in the cut I watched, but I disagree with you. I think, for the suspension of disbelief, I truly believe that Reagan is possessed. There is some type of otherworldly hell entity, and that it just, the second novel and movie, I believe, are both called Legion, and that plays off this, is it just the one entity, or is it that she is possessed by many? Is it in this one, the line, we are Legion, when they ask who?
No, I think that's the second one. But going back to that, what you're saying, I'm not saying, like, Reagan wasn't possessed. I'm saying the demon attacking her is just using information it's found to make it seem like it knows more than it does to draw the priests in.
How did it shove open the cupboard?
Well, yeah, okay.
Has it got a string on its finger or something?
Fucking magnets, how do they work?
Speaking of string, going back to the...
Okay.
No, genuinely, I found this fascinating. The behind-the-scenes making of, the scene where she levitates. Obviously, there's no digital effects in this movie. Everything is practically done. So when she's levitating off the bed, she is on guide ropes. And do you know how they made sure those didn't show in the movie?
Is it a wooden plank behind... Oh, no, the guide ropes. No,
there's guide ropes, but apparently if you have light guide ropes on a dark background, they stand out, and vice versa. However, if you dot the guide ropes, black, white, black, white, black, white, black, white, on a shadowed background, they're near enough invisible on film.
So that would work with the shutter speed. That's genius.
Yeah, it's fucking
amazing.
crazy.
Wow.
Things I learnt as well, don't be alone with a demon. You will get your neck snapped.
That does happen, yeah.
Yeah, and then thrown out windows. Yeah, don't let it be untied at any point, because it'll try and make you eat its little cunt or whatever it was.
Zach, can you clip that bit? Just clip him saying that.
That's
really
for the socials.
Yeah, it can open cupboards without your consent. I wouldn't want that.
There is a few things I wanted to bring up, and I'm surprised we haven't touched on this. Similar to the Poltergeist, this film is considered cursed.
Okay.
I'm sure you've probably got a few as well, Zach, have you? Because I've only made a few notes of these.
Funnily enough, I was just looking at my notes thinking, like, we should probably talk about this side of it.
Should I jump the gun on one, I think?
Go for it, please.
Did someone get injured while filming this on a bed?
Yes, very good.
When you say the bed... Are you thinking when Reagan's getting whipped back and forth?
Know. That looked pretty fucking painful.
Yeah, that broke her back.
That broke her fucking back. What did they use?
She got like a harness attached when they were like pulling her around the place. Kind of like the intro to Jaws.
How old was she doing this film?
12.
They broke her back at the age of 12.
They broke her fucking back.
Not the only spinal injury, though, because in the scene when she backhands her mother and her mum flies across the room and bangs her head on the wall, the stunt coordinator pulled the rope too hard, so she genuinely went headfirst into the wall. And if you notice, she grabs her back because she shattered her coccyx as well. So for the rest of filming, she was on crutches anytime that she wasn't on scene.
Jesus.
That happens twice, and that's why she reaches for her back the second time that they kept in the film. Because the first one, she's like, that really fucking hurt, Mr. Friedkin. Can we not do that as hard next time? I was like, yeah, of course, Ellen, of course. And yeah, just as hard again. Bash.
This film, scheduled for an 85-day shoot, took over a year to complete due to things like this. At one point, the entirety of that house set burnt down.
Except for the bedroom where the possessed girl is.
What?
A whole house burnt down apart from that one room.
This is fucked. On
a Sunday, when the set was ditched, no one was there, and they came back and the whole thing had burned down apart from just that one room.
The day of fucking God on a Sunday. and it burns down. Why? There's got to be reasons.
70s wiring.
There's your reasons.
Every fucker was smoking. There's the reasons.
There's a scene when Karras is just coming to terms with his mum's death. He's put away a bottle of whiskey and his mate puts him to bed really carefully and gingerly to make sure he's okay. But if you notice, he's still got a rollie burning in his hand as he puts him to sleep. I was like, at least take the fucking fag out of his hands. I can imagine 70s mattresses weren't flame retardant.
During the premiere in Rome, a 400-year-old cross was hit by lightning and crashed to the ground.
This premiered in... but still, this made to Italy.
Opposite the cinema.
What? So, this was like, they had like full Catholic go-ahead on this one. As wacky as it is, they never set out for this to be a horror film. This was supposed to be a psychological thriller, an exploration of faith, and they took the Catholicism aspect of it really fucking seriously. For all your cunting daughters, like, they genuinely did try to make it as respectful as they could.
Is there a joke we don't understand with Catholic priests about the inspector listing all the people in this film and then both going seen it? Because they both laugh at that at some point, and I didn't really get that.
Yeah, I didn't quite get that. These listed like old comedians things, like Groucho Marx.
Yeah, and then the first, the psychiatrist, first of all, goes like, seen it, and then later on in the film, the last flamboyant priest also does the same thing and they laugh it off. Don't get it.
Another nice little fact about the flamboyant priest. You know when he's giving the last rites when Father Karras is laying dead on the bottom of the steps? Do you know why his hand is shaking so much, Evan?
No.
Because they had done multiple takes of it, and given this man isn't an actor, he's an actual priest, he wasn't selling it enough, and apparently just before they filmed this one, William Friedkin, the director, grabbed him by the shoulders and said, "Do you trust me?" And he went, "Yeah." And he went, "No. Do you trust me?" And the priest said, "Yeah." And Friedkin slapped him as hard as he could, fully just belted him across the face and went, "Roll." So his hand is shaking because he's literally just been assaulted. Like, he's coming to terms with the fact he's just been hit in the face, and that's why his hand is so fucking jittery.
What the fuck is this?
Friedkin was old school.
Yeah.
Proper old school. He'd fucking, I'll get the fucking shot. I'll do it. He's crazy.
Yeah, like, he genuinely seemed like a fucking tyrant on the set of this film. Apparently nothing but respectful and guiding towards Linda Blair, though. Apparently, like, he really took Linda Blair under his wing. But for everyone else on set, it was a fucking nightmare shoot. So obviously you see their breath a lot in the scene.
Yeah.
They didn't have digital effects. They had to refrigerate the set to about, and I did the conversion, about minus 28 degrees Celsius between shots, because the air conditioners they were using had dehumidifiers. And obviously, when you see your breath, that's condensation, that's humidity. So they had to get it that cold that even the dehumidifiers were failing and you could see the breath. So like, Reagan, bless her, Linda Blair, she's lying there in just a fucking nightie in like minus 20 degrees for hours on end just to get the shots.
Several times they come to set and it was snow created in that room. There were like a little layer of snow there created by the coldness in that room. Crazy.
Maybe that's why the room didn't burn down, because it was a fucking icicle.
That would actually make a lot more sense, wouldn't it?
Talking about the cold in the room, in context of the film, why was that room always so cold? Was it just cold in Washington, or was the demon making it cold?
I think demon.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be a demonic thing with just lowering the temperatures.
Because the window was always open as well, so I wasn't quite sure if it was just winter in Washington.
Well, she kept chucking people out of it, the mad fucker.
She did, though. Window open. She did have one of those horrible, scratchy 70s blankets, I've noticed.
Very scratchy.
Fucking hate those things.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. There was one last thing about the curse that I had written down here. Where is it in my notes? Jason Miller, the man who played Father Karras, he received a medallion from an actual priest after the film who claimed the devil will seek retribution for this film. So a priest is just big fucking drama queens, basically.
That would be horrendous, though, wouldn't it?
Take this medallion, Dimmy. The devil will seek retribution, Dimmy.
So you can make fun of priests all you want, but never make fun of a nun, because that's a terrible habit. To all.
Oh my god.
Back in the habit.
Back in the room.
The habit.
Oh my god. Excellent work.
Speaking of priests as well, there was that one part where they were in the church. Do you ever see a priest and you do just literally look at them and think, diddler?
I do get that sometimes.
Was it the one who brought the flowers in?
Just before Mary's big black tits.
I
yeah.
was impressed with that, because he walks in, double curling giant ceramic plant pot and pulls off a fucking perfect form back lunge while holding him as well. I was like, that guy is strong.
He can hold his wrists in a lunge.
He does CrossFit. 3-all. Or 3-2.
Oh my god. Oh, I didn't even pick up on that.
Yeah, no, that was
one.
unintentional.
Excellent.
I will take
That's
that
a
one.
very good one.
Unintentional, but I'll take the point.
Sorry, you quickly mentioned the black-titted Mary as well. I want that. Can we find like that somewhere so we can all have that little statue on our mantelpiece?
A little Jesus on the dashboard, yeah.
Yeah, little Jesus, but with black tits and a massive
Black
cock.
tits and a willy. A big spiky willy coming out of her.
But did you notice, Webborn, that was made with the arts and crafts supplies from Reagan's basement? The tits and willies.
What?
I didn't pick up on that, actually. I just thought there was just black tits coming out.
Nope.
No.
Yeah, because shortly before, you see her in the arts and crafts room making statues and things.
Is that set in there, do you think, or is it just one she made?
I think it's just a lot of things in this film you're like meant to put together. Like the cross disappearing we mentioned earlier. As like, did Reagan escape in the night and put tits and willy on the Virgin Mary?
Did she do it like an upside-down crab again?
All the way there, like that. With
No one would hear it coming.
Doing an upside-down crab, resting the clay on her belly the entire way there.
I'm taking it this way. It's this way.
Any more curses for me?
The actor who played Burke Dennings died shortly after.
Yes, he did, yeah.
Father Merrin's brother, Max von Sydow's brother, died, I think, as well, during the making of. Like, these are tangential, you know. People put them part of the curse.
I think a carpenter lost a toe and someone lost a finger and things, you know.
And they found them sellotaped together in some type of flesh worm.
Toe finger, meh.
Unkillable.
Toe finger. Unkillable.
I really have been finding it hard to make jokes about this film because I absolutely loved it. I can't believe I've never seen it before. I thought it was fantastic. It scared the shit out of me. But as I keep going on, the writing, and especially for me, was the writing in the scene with the doctors when they're saying seek out an exorcism or seek out this, and they're like, psychiatrists won't help, but all this, and you're like, it's these doctors trying to rationalise, not sounding stupid to this woman, but they need to try this exorcism.
That's what I've got in my notes as well. Like, you don't see like the doctors being like, look, we haven't got a fucking idea. We've tried
It's
twice.
demon shit, love.
Then they all smoke in the hospital as well, so fuck them.
But as well, the worst line of the film, Mum, I don't even smoke grass.
Do you have any drugs in the house? No. I don't even smoke grass.
Smoke grass.
Don't even smoke grass.
That's where she was getting it wrong, see, because Poltergeist, they were 70 stone, and they were all turning out fine.
Not wrong. Not wrong.
Nothing better than some cheap 80s weed and a book about Reaganomics.
Reagan.
Full circle. There we go.
Poltergeistism.
So look, we are at that stage in the show where we are talking absolute fucking nonsense. We may as well move on to rating and reviewing. As ever, we will follow the trajectory. Willy Webborn, Grizzly, and then me. We'll rate it on 2 factors. Out of 10, we'll rate how scary it was. And out of 10, we'll rate how much we enjoyed it as a movie. Willy Webborn, the floor is yours.
Hello. So I did find this scary because it was a first time watch, and it wasn't like to the point where I was hiding behind a pillow scary, but it was demonic scary. Like shit was happening that shouldn't be happening. So I will give this a scare factor of 6. I think that's quite high on my scale because I wasn't terrified, but it did freak me out quite a bit.
Is that lower than Mama?
It is. No, sadly, it is lower than Mama and Pulse.
Wow.
I'm still trying to figure out how your brain works. But to be fair, again, as you said, for a film from the early 70s, that's pretty good going.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And then as for enjoyment, I put it up there again with a 9. Like, honestly, I fucking love this film. This film was epic. Like, it did, for me, 2 hours, it didn't drag. Like, I can imagine some people being like, this is a slow story. I was fascinated by this film.
I know what you mean. I found when I was doing my notes, because like I tend to pause while I'm making a note, and the amount of times where I looked and I was like, holy fuck, I'm like 40 minutes into this movie. It's paced fucking brilliantly for what is quite a slow story up until the last half hour when shit starts getting really demonic.
and it had the balls to do such things as the blood pie, let's call it. Not the cream pie, the blood pie.
Blood pie.
Yeah. But to do that, like, I thought this film was incredible for attempting to pull off these things in the 70s, and it was, awakening. And to still...
visceral haggis.
To still have that in 2026, I thought that was really good for a first-time watch.
Excellent to hear. I'm glad we finally found one that you enjoyed, because I have been doubting our ability to pick films for you. So I think we're back on firm ground.
We've got him back
The
now.
two highest scores are probably the two oldest ones, right? 170s, 180s.
Enjoying us? Yeah, I'd say so.
Enjoying us?
Yeah. Enjoying us? I can't even talk. The words fail
I think
me.
the tenseness of that word is...
The tenseness? Fuck you.
I will stop doing that eventually.
No. Keep it going. Keep it going.
How about you? What do you think about this movie? On scares and unlikeness?
When you saw it come out in the cinema again.
From the spooks.
On tenseness and enjoytage?
From tersity and... I'd give it... I'll agree with you for a 6, because it's very well done. The scares are really good. It is a bit dated, and it does suffer from that a little bit. We have moved on a bit as for what scares us these days and how effective scares can be, but for enjoyment, it's up there with a 9 as well, so I'm matching you, Webborn, with that. I remember seeing this years ago and thinking, it's pretty good. I can see why it's a classic, but I wouldn't say the scariest film. Rewatching it now, I can see what an absolute masterpiece and how well made it is. I loved it.
Double
really enjoyed
69.
I've never felt so sick recording an episode of this show before. Scares, I would say, before I even saw this film, and I saw it at a really young age, I was very lucky to have parents who were really pro-horror and would let me get away with watching films. But before I even saw this, I'd seen Regan's face when she is in full demon form, and that used to be like one of my biggest childhood spook-ins. Close my eyes, in the dark, I'd see Regan's face as presented on my t-shirt, and even without the context of the film, it fucking terrified me. And even all these years later, as a 36-year-old man, given that the film is that old, I think it holds up. Some of the fucking imagery alone is just absolute fucking nightmare fuel. So I'm going to take it one above. I'm going to say it's 7 for the scares for me. I still really think, again, you've mentioned a couple of times, Webb, and just what they were doing for the time period. Just having, say, a little girl's head spin round 180 degrees and use the word cunting, which I don't think has ever been used outside this and that one Slayer song. Fucking absolutely phenomenal. And I will join you boys in the 9 club as well. Just a fucking brilliant movie. It is.
And what's 999 upside down?
Oh, yeah.
That was not on the fucking list yet.
12.
999 upside down. That's a crashed ambulance. I'm not taking a point for that one.
I'm rescinding one of your points for that one.
Shit.
69.
69, dudes. So I was thinking, rather than us floundering to plug things, shall we do a recommendation? Recommend something to the floor this week.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what?
So like, just we can plug things as well. Obviously, mention
All right.
anything you want to plug. But if you have any recommendations for us as co-hosts or for the listeners,
Me.
you're recommending you.
Brilliant. Well done.
Good. I would recommend you as well. To be fair, I've enjoyed you for nearly 2 decades.
I recommend looking into me. Anyone who, I don't know, it sounds corny to say, if you need help, go talk to someone. I'm always about that. Zach, you often say talking to friends. This is a great time talking to friends. So what I'd say is, if you feel like you need to talk to a friend right now, go talk to them. That's what I mean. And
No time like the present.
talk to me if you need to talk to me.
Talk to me. Good film.
All the words came. Love you. Bye.
For me, I would recommend the Catholic Church go fuck itself for all the atrocities it's done over the past. But no, I actually, now that Webborn said that, I agree. Your mental health is never going to get better unless you try and do something about it. So talk to your friends, talk to someone you trust, do right by yourself. Be good. Be blessed. Now he's going to be a cunt, aren't you? You're gonna be horrible.
I
Go
was
on.
genuinely going to recommend Spider-Man 2 on the PS5.
That's a mental health fucking boom. Do it.
In that case, I reckon. Yeah, go on.
Spider-Man 2.
Carry on your
Get
recommendation.
Yeah, please find, like, honestly, as a long-term sufferer of mental health who found solace in my friends and in opening up and conversation. I was very quiet about my struggles for a long time, and I think that's when I suffered the most. I would strongly recommend Spider-Man 2 on the PS5.
I will actually try and find that. Yes, that sounds like fun. Thank you for your recommendation today.
I think I'm going to have to play that soon.
Oh, brilliant.
Actually, no, I do have a real... Mewgenics. There's a new game that came out. It's fucking great.
Eugenics?
Fun. I'm really enjoying it. Mewgenics.
Oh, right.
It's where you're kind of breeding cats. It's a roguelike game.
What are you playing?
You're playing a game about cat eugenics called Mewgenics.
Yes, I am, and I'm proud to say I am.
And are you playing this
love
on stream?
I did briefly, yes.
Amazing.
Oh, so what stream was that?
That was on Tuesday, after I'd finished my big game that I've been playing for the last couple of months, Suikoden 2. I thought, I'll play a bit of Mewgenics for a bit, and I played that for the last half-hour stream, and my cats died.
And if anybody wants to see you play this catsy video game, I'm taking a point back, where can they see it?
They can see it on mrgribbly.tv on Twitch. Come watch me Tuesday nights, sometimes Wednesdays. Just shut up, open a beer, and watch me talk bollocks and play games.
So it's that time of the show where we find out what a movie we're going to be watching next week. Mr. Gribbleballs, will you please spin that Wheel of Doom?
Now, this is one of my selections. It's another more modern one, but some people have termed it a modern classic. It's The Conjuring.
Oh.
It's a Blumhouse. I can see your reaction already.
No,
Zach.
I'm looking forward to this because I got some fucking shit to say about this movie.
Good. Excellent.
I think this might scare me.
Webbs, let's tell us what you think this is going to be about just off the name alone.
It's going to scare me.
Just that? It's going to
No,
scare
you got to do better than that.
Come on, give us more. Give us some more.
Give us a one-sentence description of what you think the movie will be about based off the title of The Conjuring.
Can I go with something? I used to work in a video rental store, so I think I can see the VHS. Would it be a DVD cover then, maybe? But does it have a house on the front cover?
Yeah.
There are many houses on covers, yes, there can be.
So I'm going to say cabins are in sepia tone.
Cabins are
All right, so we're
sepia
taking that as your description of the movie. Cabins are in sepia
Because
tone.
that's all I can see of the cover of the film, but I have no idea. It's going to be scary. I just know it's going to be scary.
I'm pretty sure cabins are in sepia tone.
There is, I'm pretty sure, a sepia tone, not cabin, but a very wooden house.
Yeah.
Yes, I truly think this film will scare you because it is, again, as you said, it's put forward as a modern horror classic, and it is what spawned the 2010s trend where we stepped away
like
from
really.
things like the torture porn. So culturally, it is quite a significant movie. It's just, again, I've got a lot to fucking say about that movie.
You can take the mic next week because I might be crippled over for this one. Fuck. I'm going to have to watch this in pitch darkness with headphones on.
Yes, you
Jesus
are.
Christ.
No fairy lights,
I
boy.
know that this is one I'm not looking forward to, so I really hope for your sake. Yeah.
If this is another Void, I'm going to
I
strangle
would
you.
fucking cry if it was. I really would cry. I'd be very sorry. And
What's
then
the
I just,
difference?
all
I
this
don't like
time,
this.
I've just been like, I don't want to watch this. I know they're going to scare me. I'm like, oh, I quite like horror films. I'm watching it with you guys. This is all right.
I don't like this film as much as The Void, but I think this one is going to scare you more than that did.
Yeah, The Conjuring alone, that name.
The Conjoined Twins.
I don't know what to think about this.
We'll see.
All right.
See you next week.
Spalling, sprinkling long. Let's go.
What?
Those words?
How's that medical
Please
contract?
end on just that.